on, guys? Starting the Scholar 2001 here, bringing you another GTA 5 video for you guys today. And today I'm going to be taking a look at another car, and that car is going to be one of my personal favorites, the Pfister Comet. So let's get straight into it and see how it goes. Okay, first things first, let's talk about what this car is based off of. This car is based off of the Porsche 911. It also has a mix of different Porsche in there as well, but I think the Porsche 911 fits it a little bit better. Alright? So, as for where you can purchase this vehicle, it is available both in Legendary Motorsports and in Benny's Original Motorworks, because it can also be upgraded into a Benny's vehicle. Now, in Legendary, this car costs $100,000, and I'm pretty sure that it costs the same amount in Benny's as well. Let me just double check that for you guys. Yeah. Here it is right here. It is the same 100K. So that is where you can purchase this vehicle. Now that we have all of that out of the way, let's head into my auto shop so we can customize this bad boy. Okay, here we are. We have the Pfister Comet. It is a sports category. Let's do it. We are going to start as always with maxing out the armor. We're gonna max out actually chassis. That doesn't really do anything apart from make the part on top of the wheels 3D. We're gonna max out the brakes. Yeah, we'll get the best front bumper, max out the engine, just upgrade the exhaust. There's only one option, so we can grab that. As for horn, we're gonna stick with the classic air horn. As for lights, headlights, I'm gonna stick with the neon lights, and from back and side, and the color I'm gonna do electric blue because I already know the color I'm gonna make this car. Alright, we have our insurance. I do not have a custom plate for this car yet, so we shall just stick with the good old yellow and black. Alright, now then, as for the respray, primary color, I'm going to do metallic, and I want to go down to surf blue, which might I add looks really good. And then for the pearlescent, I want to do ultra blue, which just makes the surf blue color pop a little bit more, and it looks really good. I love this coloration a lot. Roll cage, we are going to put that in. You can see how it looks here. By the way, the interior is really nice on this car as well, but let's pop in the roll cage. We have spoiler. I'm going to do the biggest spoiler I can, which is the GT wing. I love big spoilers. The big spoilers are what gives cars their aggressive personality, you know. We're gonna max out the suspension. That doesn't even change much, but oh well, lower it all the way anyways, why not, right? Transmission, max out the transmission. Turbo, gotta add turbo. Wheels, I don't know what wheel type I'm gonna use for this. I'm thinking I go down to sports. And is there any wheels that's somewhat similar? I kind of like these wheels, you know. They don't really match the stock wheels, to be honest. Those do, however. The GT, yeah, those look clean. I'll take those. Right, so as for wheel color, I'm just gonna go black. And tires, we gotta add the custom tires. You gotta add bulletproof, and of course I'm gonna do the black tire smoke. Alright, now windows, we add the limo tinted windows. And in terms of the crew logo, I did forget to add it into this on camera, but I went and I added it off camera, so in the next episode you guys will see it on the car. Alright, so yeah, other than that, I think this is the customization complete. This car, it looks really good, really good. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. Okay, so let's get into the top speed and everything else about this car. So as for the top speed, it can reach up to 192 kilometers per hour or 119 miles per hour, which actually isn't that bad. The speed is great. The drivetrain, it is a rear wheel drive. The weight is 1400 kilograms or around 3086 pounds, which is quite heavy actually. As for the handling and everything else, the handling is fine. I probably give it a 8 out of 10 because it handles well, except the fact that if you turn too sharply, it is very easy to skid out. So that's the only complaint I have with this car and the handling. The brake is fine, the acceleration is fine, everything else with this car is pretty much up to mark. The skid out on the tight turning with the handling is really the only thing noteworthy with this car. Alright, so that's going to be the stats on the car. Everything else with it is pretty much null and void. Alright, now it's time to take a look at the interior. You can see the dashboard and everything here. Quite basic in my opinion, not gonna lie. You can see the Pfister logo in the middle of the steering wheel, and as for everything else, again, it's quite basic. The color of the stitching all over the dashboard as well as the seats matches the primary color of the car. The primary color also continues onto the roll cage. And as for the outside of the car, I can open my doors and hood and everything else to give you all a look at the engine and everything else. This will also allow me to show off the interior again, maybe show off some of the stuff that you can't see in first person while you're in the car. And this car has a frunk, which means the engine is in the back, right? So before we take a look at that, let's take a look at the interior. You can see the gear shift there. You normally can't see that in first person while you're in the car, so that is a nice little detail there. And you can see all the seats and everything properly. Now this is the engine, and I cannot tell what kind of engine this is supposed to be, so if any of you guys know, let me know down in the comments, because I need to become more familiar with the different types of engines if I'm going to keep making car videos. Because yeah, I would hey, why is this guy punching me? Brother, don't make me shoot your ass. Get out of here, move. But anyways, this was the entire interior and the outside of the car, which honestly looks really good. I would like to get your guys' feedback in the comments and everything. Okay, so I am here at Los Santos Customs down by the airport area because I want to show off the resale value for this car once it has been fully upgraded. So let me just repair, and now let's go on ahead and we can check what this car can be resold for. Now remember, this car can be sold for $100,000 or can be bought for $100,000 plus. With the upgrades of this car, the resale value is going to be $214,520, which honestly is not bad. I probably should have done some calculations while I was upgrading, just so I was aware of how much money I would have gotten back from selling this car. If I'm even able to get back any money from this, I don't know what the profit would be, or if there would be any loss at play. I don't know, but the resale value is what it is, and I guess the next car I make a video on, I might have to do some calculations and see if you could actually make profit by selling the cars that you upgrade. But yeah, that's the resale value. Okay, so we are in my agency because the Pfister Comet actually has one extra feature, and that is going to be Imani Tech. Now, the Pfister Comet only gains access to one Imani Tech, which is going to be the missile lock-on jammer. And oh my goodness, 380k for the missile lock-on jammer. That is very expensive. But it's going to be worth it because nothing can lock onto me. Oppressors, was homing rockets, Deluxos, anything like that with homing missiles, they cannot lock onto me to be able to shoot me. So if they want to try and blow me up, they gotta aim for themselves. Right? Now, I do want to test this out for myself. So, we're gonna go outside. I'm gonna pull out my homing rocket and try to aim at this thing and see if it locks on. Right, so let's back up. We're gonna lock on. And yeah, as you guys can see, it is directly in front of me and it's just choosing to lock onto the other vehicles, the NPC vehicles. And even if I try to switch what I aim on, it doesn't switch onto the Pfister. It doesn't switch onto the Pfister. So this thing is completely missile lock-on proof, which means I am good to drive this thing around without the risk of getting killed. Okay, so final thoughts of the Pfister Comet. It is a very good car. I love this car a lot. It is one of my top 5 favorite cars in the entire game. Like I mentioned previously, the handling is good except for the fact that you can spin out relatively easily. Everything else in this car is pretty much up to mark in my opinion. The Imani Tech feature is very good, being able to not be locked on by missiles. Everything in this car is just pretty average. So with that said, I'm gonna end this video here for today. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you have not. Turn on notifications so you do not miss any future videos or live streams. Click the link in the description to take you straight to all of my individual social links. My name is Song2001 and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, and as always, have a great one. See you all later. Goodbye.